The Southampton Football Development Program, which is the international academy program that's being run jointly with Team Nigeria UK International. What we're trying to do is to encourage more young people to actually take part in physical activity. One, for their emotional development as well as for their cognitive development, because it's evident that taking part in physical activity helps with their mental health well-being, and consequently does also have an effect on their academic performance. Young people from age 5 have the opportunity to actually compete and participate in football or in any other sport whatsoever, help them develop their soccer academies, to provide up to 6 hours of coaching opportunities for the young people, and hopefully also enable them to participate in the Future Stars Youth League, which is the Full Star Youth League. That way they can enjoy competition, make new friends, get exposure by meeting and playing against other school teams. And hopefully from the program as well, we get those who are interested in coming on the UK Player Development Program. That program is hosted by Southampton Football Club, and it's an opportunity for young people to train in world-class facilities with grade A licensed coaches.
And try and speak to as many of you as possible and give you maybe some tips and things just to consider. Does that sound okay? Cool. When you're in your group, you've got 2 opportunities to do something. Oh, yeah, they're already doing it.
Football should always be fun. That's got to be the most important thing. Everyone's got to enjoy, whether that's a coach, parents, players, teachers. So whatever the coaches do, they've got to make sure that there's a buy-in from the players. So creating exciting and dynamic sessions where the kids can come and thrive is a great way for them just to actually embrace the game of football and fall in love with it. That then allows them to go on their sort of journey along the way. Football is a challenging sport in itself in terms of trying to give the kids opportunities to go all the way from the bottom of the grassroots all the way to the top, to the professional game. However, there's some obviously key characteristics that you can have within a game of football, and understanding what they are and developing them is key to their success in terms of their pathway through to adult and professional football. So what we call is we look at the brilliant basics. So that could be looking at first touch, that could be dribbling, that could be shooting, that could be defending. So being really, really good at the basics will help you hopefully have more of an impact to the game due to you being obviously good at those specific skills. So being good at those skills just allow you to make your decisions a little bit quicker, allow you to understand what's going on in the game, so you become an unpredictable player, and then being able to apply it allows that player to hopefully have an impactful time on the pitch. And hopefully through the training programs that the kids will get, they'll be able to develop those core skills and not only enjoy the game of football, but obviously develop and improve along the way.
In your space, you're just going to move the ball around. So for example, if you 3 just go and fight, make a little triangle for me. So if you're in a 3, make a little triangle. See how they do it? That's fine, make a little triangle, spread out, spread out, spread out. And all I want you to do is you're just going to move the ball around. So,
football has been a good experience for me.
Also us.
When we get to play with our friends, it's very fun. It's just a good experience.
It's enlightening. That helps us learn moral skills, life skills.
Yeah, it's just fun, you know.
Get nice and quick. Yes, you pass and you move. So you got to pass to your teammates still.
So we believe in soccer a lot because Nigeria is a soccer country, you know, and our children love it. They love. You can see what's happening on the field. They love to play soccer. So we are hoping that with soccer, the students will enjoy the game and take their academics very, very seriously, so that they can then play professional football. You know that for sports, at some point you really can't play actively. So at least they can have a plan B, you know, to fall back on. They can become coaches, they can become businessmen, they can, you know, because with education you can actually do a lot more than play.
Children have been balancing both football and education in their various ways because they actually have time to learn in the classroom and come outside to play football. And what we do at the Sportsedu Southampton Academy is we encourage you to study very well. If you are having a lower marks, you can be part of our academy. Being in sports actually make them better than any of their peers in the class, because it gives them the opportunity to learn different things. Like on the field, during our training, we teach them how to do geography with football, taking them around the continent, the stadium, the player's name. All these are what they learn on the pitch, not even in the class. So while being on the pitch, you can actually learn how to do mathematics with football on the pitch. You can learn geography, learning the stadium name, learning the player's name on the field as well. So a lot goes on the field while they are learning as well.
It feels pretty like exciting, mostly because like they're like professionals and I have to do a lot more better than what I do normally, and I'm also trying to learn and practice and get better at football as well while they're here. I have to put up like an expectation, and there's a lot of pressure on me to do better than most of the people here.
Personally, I know how to schedule my schoolwork and football trainings, and I mix it pretty well. And it depends on how you manage your time, as I pretty much manage my time really well. If you learn how to manage your time pretty well, then you can mix it up. Personally, I feel like for the way the school has scheduled it, it's mixing pretty well. And then for the past weeks we've started this, I've learned pretty new skills, improved my shooting skills, and then other different things.
This summer we visited Southampton in UK. The journey was very beautiful, where we had a lot of activity, exposure to different heritage sites, and professional training section with different matches with Canadian teams. And we had last section with our festival. Team Nigerian, we had other students from Abuja, other students from British International School and Caleb British International School. So we qualified to the final, to the festival tournament in Southampton.
Going to Southampton was a very good experience. I really loved it. It really opened my mind about my future choices. I really loved how the coaches took their time to, just train us very well. I gained a lot from there. I had a lot of good experiences there. The training compared to Nigeria was better because we did professional level drills there, which helped me in some basic stuff in football, like my awareness training, my passing, my shooting, my finishing. I know the post was a little bit bigger, so it was quite a lot also.
It was my first ever pro training. We got a strict schedule on what we had to do: wake up early, go for breakfast, go to training, come back, take a little of a rest, go back for dinner. We had a lot of activities. We went to London. We went to the beach, which I wasn't there to see because our plane got delayed. But it was a great experience, and I really appreciate the coaches that pushed us to do what we had to do. I give my gratitude to Coach Andy, Coach Ed, the rest, and yeah, I had a fun experience.
Southampton was nice. I met new people. I got to play with new students, get to know more people, and that was the first pro training I had in football. It was nice, especially the coaches, Coach Andy and Coach Ed and the rest, because they were nice, and they made us do things at the right time. In the morning, wake up, go for breakfast, go after breakfast, go for training, then come back, have a little rest, and go for dinner. Got to meet other people, whites and stuff like that, so it was nice.
The trip to Southampton was really nice. I really enjoyed the training. The training really helped me a lot to learn more and more the simple basics of football. I really recommend this training program to lots of people who want to aspire to be a football player out there. And also, I feel like it really helped me a lot because it helped my awareness, it helped my, like, just practically the simple basics of football. And I feel like that training, it made me feel like, oh, because we wake up very early in the morning and then we go to train and stuff like that. So it really made me feel like a professional player. Coaches over there were really nice. If you don't really understand anything, you can just meet them. So yeah, I really think the coaches there were really good. The coaches there really helped me a lot, especially my confidence as well.
The thing that was very interesting to me was the daily life of a footballer, because when we came, they gave us a list of foods that we could collect, but it was up to us to make the plan for ourselves. It was really interesting because to see that they would allow us, people that are not up to 12 or 13, would just make their own decisions, and it taught me that if you have to be a footballer, you have to know what goes into your mouth, and it was a really good experience.
As you're aware, we're a Premier League club who have a Category 1 academy. Category 1 basically puts us in the top tier of academy teams. So academies in England are ranked. So you have Category 1, 2, 3 and 4. And Southampton, since I've been at the club, have always been a Category 1, which puts us right at the top. TN UK have, as part of their partnership, so from my perspective, it's an opportunity to support the players, but also the coaches that they work with. And this is a nice, unique sort of workshop we have here where the focus is purely on you, the coaches. So again, if you're turning up and you've got different socks on or different coloured boots and you've just sort of ignoring the kids, then all of a sudden, as a visual and an impression, people will have to have a look at you and go, well, hold on a minute, what's going on here? So two really, I think, quite simple things to actually do, but makes a massive difference if you get it right. The way coaching is going, you can't just be a technical coach. You've got to immerse yourself in the different parts of the game. And that's why I've started to get a bit more interested in the physical side of things, because the ages that I work with currently are 12, 13, 14-year-olds. And as you know, 12, 13, 14-year-olds are doing this. They're growing, they don't know how to use their feet because they're full uncoordinated. So for me to have a better understanding means that I can then support the players that I have in front of me. For example, that the position of the player, they need to be further forward. So you need to tell him, look, you need to get there because he cannot see your feet because you're in behind the defender. So if you move there, boom, I can get the ball. So that's where you might have to be command. There's a few coaches in here who are going to be doing some assessments, so you'll get to see how they get on and support them within their sort of coaching practice, which is just for a short period of time.